But okie dokie, let's crack this bad boy, pour it in, and then once again we'll jump in for one final hurrah here. Eventually, we'll see how it goes, I guess. Definitely not boding well for me overall here, how that last run went, but we're now here. What do we wish to do? It's been a long while since I played a Gargoyle, so I'm kind of tempted to maybe start there. It leaves us in a pretty decent spot for success, no matter what kind of approach we take, no matter what avenue we go down. In fact, we could stick with Spellcaster, I guess. Not a complete shift of gears, but we'd at least be switching to a different god, probably Vehumet, if I had to guess. It's tough. I almost want to leave Vehumet for a later time because it is going to go pretty well as long as we can get the ball rolling. Blaster Caster's always a lot of fun. Alternatively, we could completely change, go for like a Che build, maybe leave it open-ended. So that's why I'm also tempted for Gargoyle, because we don't need to be Blaster Caster. Leave it open-ended, go for like a Fated Altar approach. Null being the epitome of that even. Let's do a Gargoyle. And maybe we will stick to Caster for now. Oh, Reaver's a recommended start for Gargoyles. How about that? Yeah, maybe Gargoyle Earth Elementalist. Not since the old days of Gree have I gone back to the well here. It is a pretty surefire way of success. Maybe I just need a victory here after quite a few terribly ended runs. Though, of course, no promises. Likely, same thing happens here. Well, we'll see what happens, shall we? And for you, my friend, we could call you, like, I guess Goyle is a name. I don't have any good Gargoyle names. I don't remember any of the names of the Gargoyles. I don't remember the names of the Gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm trying to think of where else Gargoyles feature prominently in pulp culture. Not going anywhere. Synapses are firing just off into the void. No reception going on whatsoever. So instead, let's, Greg. Perfect. Oh, and a very interesting start here. Transmutation can go off. Let's turn on Earth Magic to 12, spell casting to somewhere around 8. We'll see how that goes. Of course, get all of our auto pickup sorted out here. And last but not least, we'll do a dump file. And still have that open over here so we can grab the game seed and get that replaced on screen for all of you lovely folk who like to join along from home and see how you fare in this wonderful dungeon. Can definitely go ahead and do so. And with that, let's just get into the thick of things here. Try and make just a little bit of progress before we finish off for the day. Oh, might just die to the first Quokka, but fortunately does not end up being the case, so that is fantastic. Oh me oh my. And not too shabby. We shouldn't have too much trouble now. We've gone through the first couple encounters of the floor. I think we'll be just blitzing our way through. At least that is the plan and the expectation here. I definitely should couch my expectations a little bit, just because you never know what the dungeon will throw at you, at least once we get past this first floor, since it does seem like, you know, once you've hit experience level 3, you're probably not going to die to first floor, but you might die right afterwards. And this is Dith, Wujian, and the Shining One. So I think I'm going to have to say no to that Fated Altar. Shining One would obviously be relatively powerful as long as I can survive to the point where it starts to take off our piety with the Shining One specifically. But still not ideal here, and could kind of take the Shining One with anyone to decent effect. So to keep in with the the kind of flavor of our approach, let's maybe hold off for now. Probably will end up going Vehumet, maybe aim for like a very early shatter run, since it's been a long time since I had one of those up and running, and it definitely is a strong start. You know what, fine, I will switch to my venom weapon, fair enough. Oh, I can't cast spells in this form, so I will just walk away. Fortunately, we did lethally poison a Jib before that became a consideration, so that's just fantastic. And you know, I probably should learn a couple new spells, specifically Stone Arrow could come out. I guess Pass Wall might save my life, but I'm gonna stall out for the moment here, not worry too much about that bad boy. Instead, let's just keep heading forward here, blinders on, not a care in the world. Oh, Gozag, how I love you. Natasha, I can kill you at least once without feeling guilty. Please do not approach me again, though. In fact, maybe I just leave this level so I don't even risk such a terrible eventuality even happening. And that it should be just about perfect. Really good speed so far. Aha, Orc Priests being the one big red flag when playing on an early Gargoyle here. Oh gosh, I got confused, so... Oh, I thought for sure I would just be dying a miserable death there. Potion of Mutation that just gave me Clumsy? That's it? Weird. Well, keep chugging potions, I guess, hoping for curing here. Did not get curing, but I am back in it. The issue is, one of these adjacent enemies is an invisible orc wizard, so unless I get the heck out of here, I'm probably dead. After all of my bold talk as to how this run would go. Fortunately, we sprinted here pretty quick, and we can definitely repeat that. You know, let's just go for it. This is going to be heal wounds. It was might. This is going to be heal wounds. It was lignification. Also, not too bad, actually. I just blind you or kill you outright. That works, too. Oh, shoot. There were two of them. Okay. Kill you. 75% chance to hit that with that. 85% chance to hit with my Sandblast. 7 health on this bad boy. 1 health left on me. 23 AC. Should be able to beat out their 10 damage the majority of the time, but there's never any guarantee. Oh, me oh my. Let's just go for the blind. We do manage to kill you. Very, very lucky at the end of the day. Not deserved whatsoever. But I will gladly take it. Natasha, please. Oh, gosh. Natasha, I don't want to do this. Why have you forced my hand? Well, do what must be done. As much as you hate to murder a defenseless kitty, definitely aim first for the smiter, because they're the biggest problem. Oh, and then another smiter comes around the corner. Okay, playing a little fast and loose. But you know what, Greg? We'll just hit the dungeon one more time here. And I think we'll still follow the same strategy. Either we make it through in one piece and leave ourselves at a half-decent spot at the end of the stream here, even without too much time to go, or I just continue to embarrass myself in the most classic of fashions here. That's a win-win to me, my friends. So I will gladly just blitz through one more time here, and let's see what the heck happens. I just need to actually hit the right sequence of keys here to bring out the seed, and beautiful. Let's try this once more with feeling, with gumption even, shall we? And see how it all goes down. Who knows, maybe the Fated Altar will be a little more well suited for us this time around. And Joe and I will wield this random dagger. Why the heck not? Could be fun, could be exciting. So we hit level 2 at the very least. So we have something going for us. And hopefully this time we don't immediately run into... I mean, Iguana and multiple Orc Priests that early on in the dungeon is not the expected result, I would say. Ooh, Hep is on the list of the fated altar gods, and we've already beaten Hep in this very series, so I think I have to say no, because I would hate to reset. And I've kind of made myself a promise to not abandon any gods over the course of this, so that we can kind of get the true experience the entire time. Which actually, now that I think about it, we could have gone with the Cinder Acolyte approach. At some point we're going to have to knock Ignis off the list here. That's going to be a fun venture in its own right. I don't think we've ever actually gone a successful Ignis run, even though that's another one that even in my standard play I refuse to abandon Ignis because of my headcanon that escaping the dungeon, worshipping Ignis, you can then use the orb to bring them back to life, which is just beautiful. That's the dream, at least. That's what we all aspire to in this life. Let's learn arrow again. Or not. Let's learn stone arrow again. For real this time. This time I might start training some conjurations right away, specifically because we did pick up Iron Shot in a spellbook just a few moments ago, and that will be huge at getting us through the mid to late game. Ooh, Ring of Wizardry brings Stone Arrow into full decastable range pretty much immediately here. Also pretty fantastic. And let's continue to just sprint our way through the early bit of the dungeon here. Again, unless it's Orc Priests, we should be in an alright spot with the additional armor class that we get from our stone skin. So, I'm not seeing any Priests. Could be wrong, but for the moment that looked relatively safe and did indeed end up being so. Hello, Che. I think I'm going to hold off for you. That's another one that, though Che can be good with pretty much any character, especially one that lends itself towards hybridization, like a Gargoyle here. Jeez Louise, ouch. I probably will, when we do try and get them sorted, do it in my favorite fashion, which is specifically playing as a playing as a Naga is probably my go-to. I'm trying to think of who else. Are there any other naturally slow species that I'm forgetting about right now? I guess Baraki might be kind of interesting, but I've never tried them before. Regardless, Nagas of Che are my favorite go-to there, so we'll probably knock that one off the list in that fashion at some point in the future. But we'll have to see when we get there, of course. Evie, not even slightly interesting to me on this run. Alright, I guess something that hasn't quite fully clicked yet is that Polytheist means that we will eventually hit every single deity. And there's some deities that I've never played a complete game with, Ellie being one of those for sure. So we'll have to see how things go there. Pickle and an ogre. Hey, that's fun. Ogre can still just one-shot us out of this plane of existence, so that's not great. I mean, I can kill you at least, and then I can potentially kill Pickle as they approach. If not, I can at least, yeah, I'll Quicksilver. Please don't murder. Yes, it did not murder our innocent soul either. Beautiful. And then I should be able to just walk away from you, my friend. The question is, do I risk it at all? I'm now up to a much more reasonable 36 health. So each level is such a huge step up in terms of health pool at this stage for a Gargoyle. I guess it would be following the tradition that we laid out earlier of either going out with a bang or winning the run. Or winning the run is maybe a little bit ambitious. Still early days for that, but you know, leaving it in a nice, successful point. Don't need to worry about poison, fortunately, though I should switch back to Sandblast as my quick quiver there. Whoopsie daisies. Then again, I do not see an Orc Priest, so I am a happy Gargoyle boy here. And Greg will just continue onwards and upwards for honor and victory, and we'll see how it goes. Level 8 already. Blast motes, IMB. I guess we could learn IMB potentially in the future. I could see that being an advantageous reality to endeavor into at some point, but we'll have to see how it all goes down. Well, my friends, 3 scrolls at 60 total. I have no idea what these are, but I'm gonna buy them. And neither fall into the 6 stack that we have here, which makes me potentially think, potentially erroneously believe, that they're not standard common scrolls. They're not ID at least. Oh gosh. Okay, I might need to fight Sigmund because I definitely want to get access to the temple sooner rather than later. So let's just try and blast you down, my friend. Perfect. Ooh, and Robe of the Archmagi. Don't mind if I do. We get Blink, Momentum Strike, and Lesser Beckoning. Interesting, but probably not going to be useful for us. And are we doing it? Just blast cast, shatter, or bust? Let's do it. I think we deserve a win here. At the very least, a good, solid try to get one. And my poor friends, Oka has definitely deserted you by just leaving you sitting alone on those islands at the whims of a dastardly caster here, but such is life, I guess. These things happen. And not too shabby here, going much, much smoother than our last run, evidently. So we're able to even just blast our way through these sons of guns, no real issue. You know, I'm still not seeing any Orc Priests, so definitely used up all of the bad luck, all of the bad mojo in that first attempt. And now we're just living with the benefits of having done so, and everything is going our way. Everything's coming up roses, and you do 100% just love to see it, my friends. Gain Foxfire. Foxfire is definitely a decent level 1 spell, Vey. I appreciate it. Appreciate you even. But I think we'll say no for now. Berserk Black Bear could have been a bit of a change of pace here, as I just boldly kept slinging Sandblasts into it instead of going for a one fell swoop with Stone Arrow. But hey, it works out for us. So obviously not the worst call we possibly could have made. We're gonna keep just blitzing our way through here once again as we get closer and closer, unfortunately, to the end of our evening here. We're gonna see how much progress we can squeeze into the final few moments of the run, and I'm hoping at least get to maybe like our lair entrance this time. That at least leaves us a little bit ahead of where Fogier was at the end of last week. And again, we should be able to make relatively hasty progress. Oh gosh. Nope, nope, nope. I refuse to deal with you, my friends. So let's just immediately make our way towards our stairwell. Goodbye. Two-headed ogre, a little much. Just a smidge, I would say. Just a wee bit. I should also take a quick peek. We currently only, I think, have those 2 spells under our belt. Again, IMB could be up there. Iron Shot, actually, almost castable. Level 6 spell, and already down to 17%. And the damage on that bad boy is going to be huge. So I think I will learn it regardless of whether or not we immediately make use of it. Meph Cloud and Blink could both keep us alive in an otherwise uncertain circumstance. So I feel like they're both decent options for us here. Maybe I'll learn Mephitic Cloud for now, especially since we're poison immune. And definitely get into some sweet, sweet shenanigans with that bad boy. And hello, my white friends. Goodbye. And continue just blasting our way through all these sons of guns. Two-headed ogres likely going to turn a corner when it's absolutely the worst possible situation, but hopefully don't run into that eventuality too soon. Orb of Light, I'll probably put on for now. Doesn't mean we can't go invisible, but flip side is we don't have to deal with invisible enemies. Better chance of hitting all these sons of guns too, so that seems fantastic. And so we meet again, my friend. If I can Mephitic Cloud you, then you're saying there's a chance, and I might actually try to make something happen here. What are my chances of paralyzing you? 31% is not great, and I probably die if it fails. Have we seen this situation before? Does that not sound like every single encounter that I ever find myself in? Oh boy, is it ever so tempting though. Maybe what we do, start with Mephitic. And maybe just end with Mephitic. Perfect. I was gonna say at least continue having like confused chances while we try and land the paralysis, but fortunately it all just works out first try there, so that is fantastic. Now let's just try to successfully make the transition here. Poisonous Vapors being offered from Vey is actually pretty solid. I think we'll leave it by the wayside for now. Oh, and two-headed ogres. That's 4 heads, my friends. That's not fair. Who greenlit this? I can at least take care of one of you pretty dang quickly. I almost want to just make things happen here. Get things crack-lacking. Oh gosh. Oh, me oh my. 31% chance. Nope. 31% chance. 4th time, 5th time's the charm. Maybe, just maybe. Oh man. Okay, we have a lot of Ice Blast, so I can start there. And we do manage to kill you. Highly undeserved success. As we continue to just roll the dice and flip every coin that possibly can come our way. But I will take it. That's a nice little boost of experience too. Oh my gosh, Earth is already at 12. You know, let's... When in doubt, just keep digging. Maybe some fighting, just bringing it up to something at least like 3 should happen very, very quickly. So that seems like a safe option for us to kind of try and account a little bit for what the future may have in store.